Hi there, folks. Welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. This is fun because Cross Canadian Ragweed announced a couple of weeks ago that they were going to be reuniting the country world, not Nashville country necessarily, but even folks there would be excited. But the country music world was just like all on its feet about this thing, right? About the announcement. So Saremile made a gift to the channel today for me to do a reaction to Cross Canadian Ragweed's song, Alabama. Here's what well, firstly, thank you, Saremile, for this gift and request, but here's what Saremile said. She's dedicating this to everyone who tried but couldn't get a ticket yesterday, like her, like Saremile. They added 3 more shows and sold out all 4 shows within hours. That's the dealio. So lots of folks couldn't get them. Jacob, I hope you were able to get your ticket because I know you were looking forward to this too. Now, Saremile, here's the dealio. The link you gave me is to VEVO, and it's an older VEVO. Those are almost VEVO is almost always blocked no matter what, but older ones are pretty much always blocked. I'm going to give it a whirl. Maybe we'll get away with it. I don't know. But if it's blocked, I'll re-edit it. It takes about 20 extra minutes to do the re-editing and re-uploading, 20 to 30 minutes. So I'll give this one a whirl and we'll see what we get. But it might wind up being audio only. And I don't know this song. It's a true reaction.
Picked up the telephone, all she heard was dial tone. She really thought she heard it ring this time. What am I thinking? I must be only dreaming. Maybe it's 100 times it crossed my mind. Just tonight, maybe I miss your loving. Maybe I miss your kiss just a little bit. Maybe I miss your body lying out next to mine.
Yeah,
maybe I miss your touch a little too much.
Yeah, miss your touch a little too much. It can happen.
Tossing and turning, the skin still burning from the fire in his hands. Running on empty, but she needs somebody, but somebody wouldn't understand. Telephone ring, maybe I miss your loving. Maybe I miss your kiss just a little bit. Maybe I miss your body lying next to mine. Maybe I miss your touch a little too much.
They have such a distinct sound. I mean, it fluctuates between southern rock, red dirt, and rock, but yet it somehow maintains its country. I mean, red dirt, obviously, and southern rock, I mean, you see the country in it, but so distinctive. I mean, yeah, and so good. I mean, they're tight. These boys are tight. They bring the energy, man.
They talked about Savannah, sweet home Alabama. How we miss the way she always smiled. Are you coming back soon? By the harvest moon, if I have to walk miss your kiss just a little bit. Maybe I miss your body lying out next to mine.
Yeah.
Maybe I miss your touch a little too much. A little too much. A little too much.
Did they start out this rock oriented in their career? Yeah, I mean, every band has its, progression, and some artists, for example, even some traditional artists did some mainstream stuff, and you're like, where'd that come from? But it might have been earlier in the career. Labels will get their hands on them, and they'll be like, this is going to sell more, because that's the goal of labels, is to sell more. I understand it. It's an investment they're making in these artists, and they're in it to make money. And so that's where people get upset with, bands that sell out. But different artists try different things. Sometimes it's of their own volition. They want to try different things and it doesn't work and they return to their roots. Not having grown up on country, I was into rock. But I mean, British rock, Southern rock, the Allman Brothers, Skinner, Marshall Tucker, Outlaws, those guys, into them. But CCR, Cross Canadian Ragweed, not Creedence Clearwater Revival, came along later in my life, and I wasn't into it at that point. So the development, the history, I mean, these folks just obviously have a big following here 15 years ago when this video was posted 15 years ago. Now it's going to go nuts, obviously, but I wonder where in sort of like their development, were they always a rock-based country band? Would you call them a country-based rock band? Straight up red dirt? I mean, how would you depict this? I love this, if you can even do it. I love this. I have friends of mine who I grew up with they're not crazy about country at all, but they like the Allman Brothers. They like Skinner. Like, they like the Grateful Dead and stuff. This is the kind of stuff that, because they're still rock people, that they would get into country. This would be the portal into country by listening to a band like Cross Canadian Ragweed. So, all right. Saremile, am I going to rate this thing? I'm not. It's a resurrection of sorts. It's just, they're getting back together, and I just love how excited people are. They're going to be adding more shows as it goes along. I'm assuming they worked out their problems, whatever problems may have existed as to why they split to begin with. Obviously come back together, and these reunion tours can be wonderful. Old issues could creep back up again, maybe not. Sometimes, when you get older, if you're a bit mature and have a conscience, you could be like, that was my bad. I did that. I screwed that up, and everybody can admit their things. That's what happens in a divorce later in life. Like, yeah, you like when your guard is down and you're not fighting as much, certainly with the other person, because you're not around them. You can just see more clearly, yeah, I got to lighten up on these particular things. And then everybody gets along, and hopefully all that stuff worked out and these guys can keep performing together because they want to. It's obvious. That's why they would get back together, because they want to. The fans have been clamoring for it. Promoters have been clamoring for it. Lots of folks want this. Why not? And sometimes artists do this simply because they need it. The rewards are huge, but getting back on stage with the people you started out with, that also has an emotional component to it, and a good one. So, Saremile, thank you for this gift. I'm going to leave it be. That's going to go in the unrated playlist, and certainly not traditional country by any stretch, but CCR is definitely in the country family, so they have a place on the channel. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you get tickets on the primary, not secondary market, and pay through the nose for them. And that's it. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.